Okay, well, I'm seeking a bit of shelter from the wind here. I'm about halfway through a New Year's Day ride. Happy New Year to all of the subscribers to It's Not a Lecture, Just a Thought. It's the 1st of January 2021, and I want to wish you and all of those whom you love a far better year in 2021 than we had in 2020. Anyway, I'm out on my giant quick e-bike, and just out for a great New Year's Day ride, and just an opportunity to clear my head. Of course, I'm in Stellenbosch, which is where I work at the University of Stellenbosch, and my office is actually just down the road from here, a couple of 100 meters. I'm just outside of the sports stadium, the university sports stadium, standing behind this wall to get that little bit of shelter from the wind. You can see it up there. But yeah, really just to say thanks to all of you for the journey through 2020. I know it was a very difficult year for many of you, and still many are going through very difficult times, and I'm trusting that 2021 will be a much better year for you, and that you're keeping safe, that you're staying well, and really want to encourage you. Do everything that you can to care for yourself and care for others, and we do hope that 2021 is going to be a much better year. As far as this channel is concerned, it was quite a good year in 2020, I guess, with so many people being stuck at home. The subscriber count went up from, I can't remember where it was a couple of hundred, maybe it was around 200 or 300, and we're now sitting on about 1,240 when I last checked. So welcome to all of the new subscribers who've joined, and of course there are about 100 or so videos that you can go through to catch up on this series. It's Not a Lecture, Just a Thought. And then also just to mention, in 2020 I started a podcast. It was actually a series of about 100 episodes recorded with my friend the Reverend Alan Story, who's the minister at the Central Methodist Mission in Cape Town, and that's also called It's Not a Lecture, Just a Thought. But that particular series is the Manna and Mercy series, where we journey through the whole of the Bible from the perspectives of justice and peace. And it'd be wonderful if you subscribe to that, and I'll put a link to that podcast in the show notes. And of course, it'd be wonderful if you subscribe to this podcast, if you this vlog, if you come across it and you're not a subscriber. I'd love to continue to journey with you. What does 2021 hold? Well, we're not so sure. It'll all depend, I guess, on how the pandemic unfolds. At present, we're in the midst of a very difficult second wave. I have friends and colleagues who are very, very ill. One of my very close friends is in ICU at the moment, and one of my close colleagues is also in ICU. Yeah, it is quite a difficult time, I think, for us in South Africa, particularly with the more infectious strain of COVID doing the rounds. So I have my mask here in my pocket and some hand sanitizer with me in the bike, and I'm keeping clear of people. And yeah, as a family as well, we just have spent New Year and Christmas just as a family, and I think that's wise to do. I'm not sure what that will mean for the university. I have a feeling that we'll begin online until certainly the vaccine is rolled out in South Africa, and we know that more and more people are safe. I myself had COVID in 2020 and was very, very ill. Initially, I actually tested negative at the time, but later on, when I had the antibody test, it showed that I had antibodies, so it was likely at that stage, when I was so ill, that I had COVID. And I must say, I don't wish it upon anybody. It really was a very serious, and yeah, I certainly wasn't well at all. So really just to say to you, I want to wish you good health, to you and your loved ones, and encourage you to stay safe, to be responsible for yourselves and for others. And I look forward to the journey with you in this year. And yeah, as always, I'd love to hear from you. You can find my contact details in the show notes. And yeah, thanks for joining in on this podcast or this vlog. It's not a lecture, just a thought. And yeah, I'm going to hop on my bike and do the second 30 or so kilometers of my ride back home braving the wind. I actually have to ride into the wind on the way home. So let's see how that goes. If nothing else, it'll be a good workout. So thanks for watching.